Welcome to Acyera. Are you tired of fighting rigid website templates that break the moment you move a single pixel? Or wasting hours trying to explain your web design vision to a developer? Do you want to build your website your way, having the complete flexibility to place content exactly where you want it, without battling an AI or touching a single line of code? Check this out. We are introducing Acyera, a block-based web building platform. Acyera enables you to build your entire website by just choosing and assembling blocks from the list you see me scrolling through right here. For example, do you want to grab your visitors' attention immediately? Just drop in a hero block. Do you need a way for visitors to reach out to you directly? Just find the contact form and drop it in. Do you want to build a community where users can leave comments or post reviews on your products? It's simple. Just pick and drop a comments block or a review block. But there are even more tools than you can imagine. You can show stats to prove your credibility with animated counters, or display testimonials to build social proof so that new visitors trust you instantly. Or let's say you want to add a map to show exactly where your office is located. All of this you can do simply and quickly without needing any coding experience or having to explain your vision to anyone else. The idea is in your head, so bring it to life. If you're ready to see how all this is possible, join me now and I will show you exactly how to do it yourself. So, let's get started by clicking the Access Your Site tab. Once you log in, you're taken straight to the dashboard. This right here is your command center. From here, you can create and manage your sites. We're going to build a new one from scratch. I'm creating a site called Acyera Showcase. For the subdomain, I'm choosing tour. This means our site will initially live at tour.acyera.com. You need to establish this name and subdomain right at the start. I'll also add a quick tagline for search engine optimization purposes, just a few words to describe what we are doing here. Let me click Create Site, and just like that, the site is online. You can see the preview here, tour.acyera.com. Currently, it has 0 pages because, well, we haven't built anything yet. Before we start building, I'm going to toggle the Under Review switch to disable public access. It's always good practice to keep your site private while you're still working on the design. Now, here is where Acyera does things differently. Instead of rushing to create a page immediately, we're going to create a template. Why a template? Well, you put a lot of effort into designing a layout. If you create it as a template first, you can reuse that design over and over again for future pages. It saves you so much time later on. I'm naming this template Tour and marking it as global. This ensures it's available across the system. Once we click Create, the editor loads automatically to give you space to assemble your vision. Unlike those AI site generators that spit out a generic layout you can't really change, Acyera gives you total control. We provide the building blocks. The code is already perfected, and you just decide where they go. And if you ever find that a specific block you need is missing, you don't have to hire a developer. You just reach out to us. We can build that custom block and deploy it to your editor in a matter of hours. Let's select our first block, the hero block. This is the block that grabs your visitor's attention. It comes with a heading, a subheading, and a slot to add other elements like buttons or images. Let me add in some text quickly, and also select and name a primary button. Next, I'm adding a rich text block below it. I'm pasting in some text from my clipboard to save time. Now, let's save and preview. In template mode, the preview shows you the structure. It helps you see if your spacing is right or if you need to adjust the layout before you commit to a real page. Looking at this, the text feels a bit too crammed against the hero block. Let's fix that. I'm going back to the editor and adding a spacer block. I'll set it to small. I'll also add a level 4 heading and give it custom color. You can style every element exactly how you want it. After that, let's save and preview again. As you can see, our changes have been applied. To separate this section further, let me add a divider between the heading and the rich text block. This puts a clean line across the page. Now, let's add a columns block. This is a container that holds other blocks side by side. I'm choosing a 2-column layout. In the first column, I'll add an image placeholder. Note that in template mode, we don't upload the actual final images yet because templates are global. We just set the placeholder. The real images will be added later when we create the specific site page. In the second column, I'm adding a card block. This is similar to rich text, but comes with way more styling options, like elevation and shadows. Let's add some text to the card as well and preview again. As you can see, our changes have been applied perfectly. Okay, the template structure looks good. Now, let's see how we use this to actually build our homepage. We are back in the dashboard. Let me click Manage. Currently, we have no pages. You can see the prompt here telling us to create a page to get started. But before creating any page, we need to create a homepage first. So, let's click Create Homepage. We have two options, Start Blank or Reuse a Template. We're going to reuse an existing template, and let me select the tour template we just built. Please note, for homepages, the title is automatically set to Homepage, and you should not change that to avoid unexpected behavior. Having that said, let's click Create, and after a brief moment, the editor loads the entire layout from the tour template. Now, because this is a specific page for a specific site, we can finally add our media. I'm pasting the URL for the hero image. Watch how the background of the hero block changes. I'll also upload the image for our column section. I'm selecting a file from my computer, waiting for it to process, and there it is. Let's click to insert it. Now, I notice the text next to the image isn't balanced quite right, so I'm going to make a few quick edits to add a slightly longer text. This is the beauty of the block model. You can tweak content on the fly without breaking the design. Let's save the page in preparation for our first public preview. But is it ready for the world? Not yet. We need to go back and check the publish toggle. If this is off, visitors will just see an error. For my case, it is already toggled, and that means we are good to go. Now, let me go to the All Sites page to access our sites, the public URL. And after clicking it, here is what your visitors see. It's live. The hero image, the columns, the card. It's all rendered perfectly. Take a look. But a website isn't just static content. We need interaction. Let's go back and add a contact form so that visitors can reach out to us. Let me scroll down to select and insert the contact form block. You don't need to worry about backend servers or coding APIs. You just fill in the settings. For recipient email, you will simply have to fill in your email here. When a visitor fills out this form, the message will come straight to you. You can change the heading text, the success message, add more fields, or adjust the labels. To make this look better, I'm going to add a spacer above the form. Since we have made some progress, let's save and preview how our public page now looks like. When we refresh, you can see our form is already in place waiting for user input. Let's get back to the editor and try to center this form. When we save and return to the preview, you can see it is now slightly centered. Actually, let's take a step further. I'm going to put this form inside a container block. By grouping elements in a container, I can apply a background color to the whole section. I'll choose a color here. It might not be the prettiest color right now, but it shows you the control you have. Let's center the form, save, and then refresh the public page. There it is, a fully functional contact form, wrapped in our colored container, ready to accept messages. Now, what if you want public discussion or any form of public engagement? You would achieve that with our set of dedicated blocks below. First, let's remove the contact form and instead add a comments block and click Save. On the public site, you can now see a comment section. For security, we usually require users to sign in before commenting. Let me sign in so that I can leave a test comment, as you can see. As the author, I can edit or delete my comment. Other visitors can reply to it, but they can't change what I wrote. Let's look at another powerful interaction tool, the review block. This allows visitors to leave a star rating and feedback. This block has two options. The static review option that you can use to present user reviews as testimonials to the public, and also the aggregated option that consolidates all user reviews. I have selected the aggregated option. On the public site, a user can now leave a rating and a review. Let me leave a 5-star review. But here is a crucial detail. Reviews don't appear immediately. We have a built-in moderation system. To show you this, I'm going back to the dashboard and particularly the Reviews tab. You can see there is one review pending approval. This protects your brand from spam. Let me approve it by clicking Approve. Done. Now, if we refresh the public site, The review is live. We can even style this. I'm going back to the editor. I want the user's profile image to be on the left of the text, and I want the review card to be normal. I'm changing the width to normal and the alignment to left. Let me also adjust the background color and the border. I am just choosing any setting to show you how it works. For your case, you will select what is best to bring out the features you want. Refresh the page, and it looks much better. The user can even choose to update their review, as you can see. And all I need to do is to approve again. Now after that, let's switch the topic and talk about something that scares a lot of people. That is search engine optimization. Usually, you have to fight with plugins to rank on Google. With Acyera, we handle the technical heavy lifting automatically. You focus on the content, we handle the code. For example, check out the sitemap. I'm navigating to the sitemap URL. You can see the system has automatically generated a map of your site, so Google knows it exists. It updates every time you modify content. We also auto-generate the robots.txt file for web crawlers. You don't need to touch a single line of code to get indexed. If you do not understand all this, no problem. Just focus on creating content, and the next thing you will see is your website ready for public discovery. Now, after our entire journey above, let's wrap up by showing off a few more pro blocks to show you the flexibility. I'm adding a stats block. You know how important numbers are for credibility. I'll configure this one to show 100 plus happy users, but you could use it for anything. Years in business, projects completed, whatever impressive number you have. It adds this really nice, professional animation that catches the eye immediately. Next, I'm adding a testimonial block. Social proof is everything. Instead of struggling to align a photo next to text, this block does it perfectly for you. You just upload the client's photo, paste their quote, and instantly, your visitors see that real people trust your brand. Now for some urgency, I'm adding a countdown block. If you're launching a new product, hosting an event, or running a limited time sale, this is how you get people to act. You set the date, and it ticks down live on the screen, creating that fear of missing out that drives conversions. Let me also add the WhatsApp block. This is a game changer for engagement. It puts a direct chat with us button right on your site. No forms, no waiting. Your visitors can click one button and start a conversation with your support team instantly. You can customize the text and color to match your brand. And finally, let's add the map block. If you have a physical office or a store, you need people to find you easily. You don't need to mess around with API keys or complex code. All you need to do is type or paste your location address right here, and the system renders a fully interactive map for your visitors. Let's save and take a look at the final result. As we scroll down, just look at how professional this feels. We have our stats block animating smoothly as it enters the screen. That's a high-end detail. The testimonial looks clean, trustworthy, and perfectly aligned. You can see the countdown timer actually ticking away live, creating that real-time urgency. And finally, the map is crisp, interactive, and ready to guide people right to your door. One last thing for the dreamers out there. We also have a monetization section. If you want to turn your site into a business, you can do it right here. If you want to run ads, you just grab your AdSense ID, paste it into the settings, and drop ad units right into your pages or feeds. You have all the configuration options available under the Ads tab to control exactly how and where those ads appear. And under the Users tab, you can manage everyone who signs up. This isn't just a list of names, it's a management tool. You can even assign quotas. For example, if you run a newspaper, you can let a reporter create up to 5 articles, but no more. You can manage passwords and access levels right from here. It gives you total administrative control over your ecosystem. With that said, we can't wait to see what you build. If you have a big vision and want your own custom version of this entire pipeline, reach out to us. We can build it for you. Thank you for watching.